Hi, today in this video I will show you how to create fixed assets from accounts payable model or what is the process of creating mass assets additions. So first we have to create invoice, go to payables and click on invoices and click on create invoice. So select the relevant business unit and then supplier and selecting as ABC and add the invoice number here. Asset addition test. Enter the invoice amount and enter the description. Once we enter the description, if you want to book this invoice in the same date, leave as it is. I am planning to book on March. So once we enter the relevant header information, click on the lines. So here I am planning to add two assets which I am going to show in this demo to how to transfer to fixed assets. So the first line I am entering with $1,000 and then the distribution sheet we have to select asset clearing account, fixed assets clearing account, and in the description I'm entering as laptop table and I'm adding one more line for another asset, same 1000. I'm entering the description as chair. Once we fill with this information, next we have to click the asset tab here and here we can see the checkbox name as track as asset. We need to click this, then only system will pick this invoice while doing the create mass addition or while running the create mass addition program. So I filled with header information and line information and these two lines as track as asset and then validate this invoice. Click on validate. So now it is validated. The next step, we need to pay this invoice. So click on pay in full and choose the relevant bank or relevant process, payment process file and everything. I am choosing the bank and payment process profile. Click on submit. So now this invoice got paid now, and then post this invoice to ledger by clicking post to ledger. Now this invoice is posted. So before running the create mass addition program, this invoice, accounts payable invoice, should be validated, should be pay in full, and it should get it should get accounted properly. So once we done this with this three process, click on save and close. Now go to tools, schedule process, go to tools and then schedule process. We have to run a program called create mass additions. I'm going to search create mass. So this is the program which will transfer the accounts payable invoice into the fixed assets as assets. So here the accounting date I am selecting as 1st April and the account book I am selecting my account asset book as US Corp. Click on submit. Refresh this one to see the status of create mass additions. Refresh it. So once this is completed, system will create one create mass additions report. So we can refer this report whether our assets is picked for this create mass additions program or any error is there. If there is any error, we need to correct those errors and we need to do this process again. So once this report is completed and succeeded, let me show you the report. Click on this and go here and export and click on PDF. And here you can see the assets which are picked for mass create additions. So now let us show you the invoice which I created in the accounts payable in the fixed assets model. So now we have to go to fixed assets, go to fixed assets and click on assets. Here you can see the invoice which we created or which we imported from accounts payable. So the invoice number is this is the invoice number which I created in accounts payable. So now using this create mass addition, it is transferred into the fixed assets. So once it is transferred into the fixed assets, we need to add some more additional details here. For that, click on edit, and then we have to select the asset key here. And for sample, I am selecting some asset key. And then we need to select the location here. Since it is mandatory, select the proper country. For sample, I am selecting some countries here, and then state I'm selecting as Bristol. City, and building I'm selecting manufacturing. Once we're done with this thing, click on OK, and then in the queue we have to change to post. So once we transfer from accounts payable, this queue status will be new. So once we click on post, it will be ready to post into the asset model. So now click on save and close. So once it is done, you can see the status ready to post. Our accounts payable invoice will be now ready to post into the fixed assets model. Now you can click post all. Now system will post this accounts payable invoice into the assets as the assets. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.